wants the... Yeah, I specifically went out and bought a D mat just for that intro. I'm that lame. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we caught the second of the legendary golems, which was Regice, which means that we have both Regirock and Regice in our pockets now. And in this episode, we're going to be catching the third and the final of the legendary golems here in the Ancient Tomb. And you can read the wall, you can rub your hand on your Game Boy as much as you want. You're probably not going to gain much out of it. Basically, here in Pokemon Emerald, you have to come to the center of the room and use your good buddy Shino, who's joining us once again, to use the move Flash. And I believe in Ruby and Sapphire you had to use, what was it, Fly in the center of the room or something like that, which doesn't make any sense. At least Flash, it's like, you can do something, but if you use Fly, you would just like smack your bird's head against the ceiling of the cave, and I don't get it. But either way, here we have a very, very dark looking Regirock. Who secretly is not a Dark Regirock at all. This is Registeel, the final of the legendary golems, and he is the mixed defender, and I guess mixed attacker as well if you want to use him for some sort of attacking moves. He has got, whereas the other two golems had like base 200 in defense and special defense respectively, he has got base 150 in each of these stats, so he's a mixed defender. He serves both purposes at once, and for that reason, he can be, very versatile on teams. A little bit difficult to predict if you train him one way or another, or he can serve as a mixed wall, and it's really, really cool. He's got the same moveset as the other ones. Oh, and he's got clear body apparently, so we can't smoke screen him to death. Well, gosh darn, what am I gonna do now? You know what, Shino? You're going out there as death fodder, so I can get a nice clean switch into Manectric and not have to damage her or whatever, or whatsoever. And I keep calling her Manectric. Her name is Shock, man. I gotta remember that. Go, Shino! Your loss will not be in vain. And apparently his attack rose. And yeah, that's the other move he has in place of Rock Throw or Icy Wind. So, let's go ahead and go out there with Shock and hit this guy up with a Thunder Wave real quick so that we can start doing some decent Ultra Ball throwing at him. See if we can catch this guy relatively quickly. And off screen, oh my god, you guys are going to be so proud of me. I finally sold all those expensive pearls and Stardusts and nuggets and stuff that have been sitting in our inventory for like 40 episodes now. So we finally have a little bit of inventory space for sure. We've thrown away some useless stuff, we've PC'd some stuff, we've sold all the really expensive stuff, so maybe we can go like one episode without, you know, having to throw away something in the bag on screen. So, anyway, let's just start throwing Ultra Balls at this guy. Oh, yeah, and I bought another 30 or so Ultra Balls off screen because I figured, well, last time when we only had 15, we had a little bit of a bad time, so maybe this time it won't be quite as hard. And, oh boy, it appeared to be caught, and here we go once again. Registeel has 7 markings on his face. He is the 7-star Dragon Ball, and he actually looks kind of like a ball, and once you get to see this guy's footprint, it's kind of hilarious, because all of the Regi trio, all of the legendary golems have really, really interesting footprints, and this guy's maybe behind Regice's, I don't know, because Regice's is just so adorable, the one single pixel. I think this guy's got the most interesting out of all of them. Although Regirock did have a beetle footprint, this guy has something quite a bit more alien, and this guy probably is an alien. I believe it says in his Pokedex entry that the metal that composes his body, or her body, or its body, does not come from this earth, or something like that. Regirock's rocks came from all over the world, and Regice's ice is just super unmeltable, or something like that. This guy is possibly an alien. Perhaps he built the pyramids or something, from which Regirock took rocks to build his body, and then Regice went to Egypt on a vacation because he was tired of the cold in the Arctic. Oh my god, it comes full circle! I have no idea what I'm saying. This is why I don't professionally write Pokedex entries. Is that like a specific position at Game Freak, just to write Pokedex entries and do absolutely nothing else? Because that would be super cool, super rad, and super fun, making up Pokemon lore. Actually, making up lore in general for like anything. If I had the opportunity to make up lore for, like, the Elder Scrolls, even though I know literally nothing about the Elder Scrolls or that universe, but, you know, lore writing for games seems like it would be really cool, because it's really fun to learn about, and when you're behind it, when you're part of that craft, when you're making something creative and doing something yourself, I feel like that'd be really, really fun. That's why people write, and, you know, writing is actually really fun. But speaking of that, I've got a bunch of floppy disks sitting off to my right, which I may as well talk about while we're sitting here trying to catch this fool right here. When I was really young, I wrote, like, Mario and Luigi fan fiction without even realizing that it was fan fiction. And no, 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 I know what you're thinking. It wasn't any of that ridiculously stupid or dirty stuff. Well, I mean, it was ridiculously stupid, but it wasn't, like, dirty or silly or fetishy in that way. It was just, like, I combined characters from across Mario games, and once in a while I'd throw in, like, Sonic or maybe a Zelda character or something like that. And, you know, I had fun doing it. I'm proud of it. And maybe someday I'll, like, pop those back in and find those stories once again and cry because of how stupid I was. But when I was a kid, I was a little writer, you know, and I'm sad that I put the hobby down because it's really healthy for the mind. And, you know, it's something fun to do in your spare time. But, you know, become an adult, start playing video games for the internet, you run out of time to do stuff like that. Anyway, that brief little aside over with, it looks like we're not having very much fun with this Registeel here. And it looks like he's kind of messing up my team right now. And it's scaring me a little bit. It's honestly scaring me a little bit. Normally these guys go for superpower about 15 times before they start actually using ancient power or their stab move, but this guy's a little bit smarter than the other Reggies, and finally he's paralyzed and can't move, so Dishwater is spared another turn. Either way, we've got both our special and our physical tanks sitting in the back waiting to take a little bit of damage from this guy, so we don't have to worry about this quite yet, especially not if he's going to use superpower and lower his stats before we have a chance to take any real damage from him on our tanks. So yeah, I'm fairly confident about this, but you know what? Now that I say that, it's probably going to take about 500 billion Ultra Balls to take care of this guy. So what, he's got a fighting, a rock, a metal, or a steel, metal type move. Oh god, that's what I thought it was called when I was younger, but those were the good old days when I was just dumb as a sack of bricks. Oh god, okay, well, Ultra Ball time. Do it, Registeel. I'm gonna Registeel you. Aw. I hate to meddle in your business, but get in the Pokeball, man. He doesn't like puns, apparently. I swear I will break your iron will if it's the last thing I do. Okay, so we're down to, 3 Nest Balls, 10 Pokeballs, and a Premier Ball, and that's all we have left. I'm a little bit worried about it now. Maybe I'll cut the puns and see if Registeel wants to hop in this Pokeball real quick. Can you do it for me, buddy? Oh, 2! Oh, I thought we were going to have him there. Oh my god! What? 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 We just caught the mighty Registeel in a nest ball, and he's gonna have hearts flying out of him every time he goes into battle. So what a legendary Pokemon that is. Wow, it takes away from the intimidation factor. Oh my god, we caught Registeel in a nest ball. That's ridiculous. Whoa. Is this the tallest one of the trio? He's 6'3", man. He's pretty dang heavy. And its body is harder than any other kind of metal. The body metal is composed of a mysterious substance. Not only is it hard, it shrinks and stretches flexibly. Whoa, that is kind of weird. It stretches, so I can, like, stretch your arm out and use you as a slingshot? That's really cool, Registeel. You're a multi-purpose Pokemon. And look at that freaking footprint, man. I don't understand. I don't understand. But you know what? We just got Registeel in a nest ball. I don't understand that either. But you know, the catch was so clean, it was stainless. Oh! Had to get another one in there. Had to get another one in there. Oh my god. What am I even doing this video? Alright, and this is going to be Registeel's nickname, Registeel. Not only because I got kind of frustrated trying to catch this guy, but also because he got kind of angry at all my puns. You could say this Steel has a bit of a temper. Oh my god, I don't know what's up with all the zingers today, but that was the last of the legendary golems and the last of the most cryptic side quest. Hide quest? I guess it is pretty hidden. But, that's the last of the most cryptic side quests in the Hoenn region. Our team is, like, suffering right now. Oh my god. Ashley, Swallowship, everybody needs emergency medical attention. Let's go ahead and go down to Moss Deep and give them exactly what they need. But yeah, we have all of the legendary golems, and let's go ahead and go check them out in the PC real quick before we end off this video, because why not? This emergency room treatment can wait. Nurse Joy, just hold on a second. Hold on. I know you see my Pokemon, like, panting and sweating and almost dead, but you know what? We've got ourselves the boat, the Regirock, who has a very quiet nature. He's a very, very shy guy, you know? I mean, he's a gigantic golem, but he's a big old fluffy marshmallow on the inside. He's really just a big old teddy bear. We got Olaf the Regice, who's quite hasty. Quite hasty to get things done. And last of all, Registeel the Registeel, who's really quirky. Oh my god, he looks kind of like he's dancing in his sprite, but there we go. There are the 3 legendary golems of Hoenn. So, in the next episode, we can stop with the side quest and actually get on with the true story. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Emerald. I'm going to heal off screen before my Pokemon die of exhaustion, and I will see you guys next time, where we finally continue the chase after Team Aqua. See you guys then.